Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a topic I want to talk to you guys about. It's a life coaching topic. So on this channel, I do both. I do prophetic word and I also do life coaching because I am a certified life coach and a business mentor. So I just wanted to talk topic today that most people are very familiar with, especially in the household. So this topic was about child molestation, what it does to the person that that actually endure it. I don't like to call it a victim. I don't like to use the word victim, but the unfortunate person. So what I am learning, I just want to give you guys my personal testimony and the reason why I had decided to get my life coach lesson, my life coach certification and training is because I wanted to help people. I'm the type of person that been through so much in life, and the stuff that I've been through, I don't even want it on my worst enemy. So I just wanted to use my gift, my talent. Ever since I was a kid from the middle school, I always been giving people good, encouragement, motivational stuff and trying to help them out. I don't like to see nobody around me suffer. So this topic today that we are talking about, I'm going to make it very briefly because I don't want to go in too deep about it. But this message is about, child molestation in the household. How most kids get molested and the family member just use that trauma and they just throw it under the rug and stuff like that, or they try not to talk about it or dismiss it. And child molestation is very a bad thing. When I tell you it's a very bad thing, what it does to the person, the unfortunate person, or what would you like to call it, a victim, it make that person grow with fear in their life, and that person have a self of I am not worthy, or I am not protected or safe. Mostly it'll be about you don't feel safe, you don't feel protected, because if you was that little and some a predator hurt you or molest you or rape you, you don't feel safe in this world anymore. So you always walking on eggshell, you always afraid, you always paranoid sometimes. So it just make that person don't live in a good space, in their mind because of that trauma. Unless they get healed, then they could put that thing behind them, like thing in the past. So child molestation is very a big deal. The reason I want to talk about it today is because child molestation not only affect the victim, it affect the victim children or their business or anything that they have going around them. Because when you at a little age, your innocence was stolen from you when you didn't know any better. Mostly kids. One thing I have noticed, because I've been around kids so many times, I counsel kids. Children are just so simple. They just want to eat, breathe, play, enjoy, and enjoy their life. And they don't have too much of that adult type of psychology we have, or mental space, or kids don't even really know about pain and suffering like that. Because you notice one thing about children, you could whoop them after 2-3 minutes later they're playing around like nothing happened. So children don't hold the capacity to hold grudges and bitterness and depression and anxiety so long. They usually get over stuff real quick. It's us as an adult. Once we get older, we have that ego. That ego like to keep score, or remind of the stuff that we've been through. But children don't hold any grudges. Most of the time, you can whoop them 2-3 seconds later, they're giving you a hug and kissing you like nothing happened. So this topic we're talking about, child molestation, is a very big deal, especially in the black family. I know in every race it happened. But I want to talk about my community, the black community. The reason why I want to talk about it is because in our community, when our little black girls or our little black boys get molested or raped, we usually like to brush it, like throw it under the rug or hide it, dismiss it. And that's one thing that I notice is that we never try to get therapy for that kid or some type of counseling, some type of healing. We just usually tell the kid to shut up or pretend it never happened and or dismiss the kid. And then when the child become an adult, they start having all this trust issue. They start having all this bad behavior issue. They start having fear in their life. They start having lack. They start having all type of different spirit that is open to their life because of that door that was open. One thing that is so bad about child molestation, when you open that portal, when a sexual act happen upon a child without the child permission, what happened is a portal that is open, a sexual demon portal that's open to the child life. So this child life, they have that innocence, they have that pureness that God give them. You now open a portal, almost like a demonic portal, to hurt that little child, to torture that little child, because you are opening up experiment, or you are taking advantage of them, you are raping them in the spirit, you are taking something from them because that child don't know any better. They're not giving you any permission. You are just usually the adult, so you try to force your power upon them, so which is really bad. But when you rape a child, you molest a child, not only you, that's the highest crime that you do in the spiritual world. Because one thing I have learned that God have told me, when you are a child predator, even the demons don't even protect you or have your back. They don't even fuck with that. Because when you rape a child, you molest a child, that's really bad. That's like really, really messed up. Like, that's like the highest crime you could do, next to murder. Murder and child molestation go neck to neck. That's not the worstest crime you could do to someone. Murder and child molestation. But child molestation, this is the topic we are talking about today. In our community, we usually like to dismiss it, pretend it never happened. Or the worst thing I have heard during my life coaching session is that the mother will blame the child and say, you was fast. You was a little fast. Or you were dressed too sexy. How is a 6-year-old dressed too sexy? How is a 7-year-old, 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, 11-year-old dressed too sexy? You are the parent. You are grooming them. You are training them. You are showing them how to be, a human being or mini adult. So when I see mothers blame their child, I see mothers that blame their 7-year-old. I'm like, how? How is that even possible? How is even a 5, 6, or 7-year-old even know anything about sex? All they want to do is play and eat candy or take a nap or do kid stuff. How do we put kid stuff and adult stuff together in the same category and say, oh, it's nothing? No. One thing I'm so disgusted about this community is that in every community that child molestation, child rape, is that you are really messed up. You don't even have no protection. Even the demons not even messing with you. Even the dark side not even messing with you, because now you're going to the lowest of the lowest. You're going to the lowest of the lowest. God said, touch not my anointing or hurt not my prophet. The little kids belong to God. Those are God's anointing. Little children, God have a real respect for little kids because they're innocent. They haven't sinned yet. They haven't been exposed to darkness, to sin, to adult life, to bills, to debt, to sexuality. So they're pure. So when you go ahead and take a pure little child, an innocent little child, you rape them, you molest them. What you don't know is that you are going to keep coming back to this lifetime and keep paying your karma, because you know how some people, they kill someone and they could justify it as, oh, this is self-defense, or this person was trying to bust through my door, I had to kill them. So when I say child molestation and murder go neck to neck, that's a murder you can justify. But child molestation, you cannot justify that. Ain't no way in hell you could say a kid tell you, a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, or 8-year-old tell you, yeah, they want to have sex with you. Ain't no way. So us mothers, we need to learn how to protect our daughters. We need to learn how to watch their behavior, how they change. And we need to make sure that they're not around a lot of men. Like, one thing I will have to say is that, Mom, your daughters are your most prized possession. If you have a new boyfriend, your new boyfriend cannot come and spend the night with you if you haven't at least spent enough quality time with that person to know who that person is. Your new boyfriend definitely cannot sleep in the same room with your with your daughter. Let's say you and your daughter sleep in the same bed and he want to lay in the bed with you. That's a hell nah. Your daughter have to have a separate room, sleeping by themselves. Like, you guys have to protect your kids. It's predators that's out there. It's pedophile that's out there that enjoy having sex with kids. They get a kick out of it. It turned them on. They are sexually disgusted. They are sexually devious. Who would have thought an adult would have sex with kids? But there's people that's out there that does stuff like that. They enjoy stuff like that. That is their fetish. We parents, mom and dad, we have to protect our child from predators. From predators come in all shape and size. Most people think I'm waiting for a stranger to come and hurt your kids. No, mostly strangers are the people that's in your house. Your kin folks, your friends, your family member, that cousin you let to spend the night at your house. Your children cannot defend themselves when a predator come lay on top of them and try to rape them or molest them. It is up to us as parents to protect our kids. I am so tired of mothers making excuses when their child get molested and raped, or I didn't know this was happening. I didn't know my boyfriend was gonna do this. I didn't know the dad was sleeping with my kid. No, you have to see the sign. And as a mom, your job is to protect your children, boy or girl, whatever you give birth to, you have to protect them. You think child molestation come just men want to rape little girl? A lot of child molestation come with people that want to rape little boys too. And when I say raping little boy, women want to rape little boy, men want to rape little boys. So molestation doesn't just come with just all little girls. It come with both sex. You mothers have to learn how to protect your children. You fathers have to learn how to protect your children. Because those predators out there, they are about their life. I know y'all don't want to hear the truth, but the truth is they love that stuff. That's their fetish. That's their spiritual sin. They love having sex with kids. And the younger they are, the more fresh it is to them. The more excited it is to them. The more it turned my stomach down and disgusted. I was molested by a family member. I told my mom didn't really believe me. Years later on, go down the line, the man confessed to my mom and told my mom that he molested me for almost 2 years. When I finally was old enough to know that what he was doing to me was wrong, I was like, no, you cannot do that to me anymore. You cannot touch me anymore. God had to protect me, make me stand up for myself and tell this man, you can no longer touch me anymore. So I'm not saying I'm saying this story to have anyone feel pity party for me. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say my mother did not protect me. My mother did not protect me. And I know we can't blame our mothers for everything that happened, but my mom let this man come stay in the room with me while I was young, and thinking that because he's a family member, he's going to look out for me. But that was not what was happening while my mom was at work and this man was babysitting. He wasn't just babysitting. He was doing more than babysitting. And you guys, you have to understand, you guys can't let nobody babysit your daughters. The only person that can babysit your daughters the most is the father of the child or the brother of the child. And which both you have to verify, those people are good mentally. So y'all need to protect your daughters. Them kids out there getting raped, getting molested, and once they have that type of trauma that happened to them, do you know it takes a lifetime of work, therapy, counseling, life coaching session to heal that child, to let that child know that it wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault when you were 7 or 8 or 9 years old that this person come on top of you and rape you or molested you. You didn't know any better. You didn't ask for this. You don't deserve this. The reason I wanted to talk about this topic, because this topic is really dear to my heart. I had to go through a lot of healing. When I used to see the guy that used to molest me and my family, I used to see him in the stores or in the street. I used to run until one day I had to face my demon. I had to face my giant. I had to face my fear and say, no, I will no longer let that problem bother me anymore. It was not my fault. I had to go and hug my inner child and tell my inner child, I am here for you now. Nobody's going to hurt you. I'm sorry that nobody had protected you when you went through that, but I'm here not to protect you. So this message that I want to talk to you guys about is protect your children. As a mom, as a dad, protect your children. It's a lot of predators that's out there that's willing to kill your kids, that's willing to rape your kids, that's willing to molest your kids. Remember, children have a pure spirit. They're very innocent. Until they're a teenager, they haven't sinned a lot. They haven't been exposed to so much the stuff that we exposed to as an adult. So they're pure like spirit. They're innocent. So those hardcore demons, they like innocent stuff. They like to eat innocent stuff. They like to traffic innocent stuff. They like the innocent because the innocent is pure. It's to them it's tasty. It's fresh meat. So protect your children. Don't let nobody hurt them anymore. So I just wanted to come and share this message with you guys. And if you guys want to book a one-on-one private session with me, go ahead. All the information will be in the description box. You guys can just email me. But today's message is about that, we can no longer have excuses to what happened to our children. As a mother and a father, we have to protect our children. We have to make sure that the devourer out there is not getting to our children, because our children need us. So thank you for coming and listening to this message. And I hope this message helps someone. If you know anybody that's been raped, that's been molested, just let them know it wasn't your fault. You didn't ask for this. You didn't ask for nobody to hurt you. It's going to take a lot of work to get over that pain, but you will get over it. And you will be an ambassador for the world. And you will be able to help people that have been through that and tell them that, hey, it wasn't your fault. You got this. And God is going to bless you. So I hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed night. And don't forget to press like and subscribe.